Okay. He's really head shy and won't let in.
Something is wrong at Heartland. Very wrong. The trailer for Season 19, Episode 9 drops a moment so unexpected, so emotionally charged that fans everywhere froze the screen to make sure they saw it right. Nathan giving Amy a gift? Not just any gift, but something powerful enough to stop her in her tracks. A gift that could change everything about their fragile relationship, their shared past, and the entire direction of the season. And the strange part? The trailer doesn't explain it. It only shows Amy's stunned face, the uneasy silence between them, and Nathan holding something that looks far more meaningful than a simple gesture. This is the moment that has every viewer asking the same question: why now? What pushed Nathan to do something this bold? And what will it mean for Amy going forward? In the very first frames of the trailer, the tone is already different. The sky over Heartland looks dimmer than usual, the wind feels heavier, and the music underneath creates this soft pressure that tells you something big is about to happen. The editors made sure we feel it before we even understand it. Then a sudden cut Amy walking across the yard with a focused but tired expression. This alone sets the emotional atmosphere. She's been through a lot this season, carrying responsibilities, memories, and expectations that never seem to slow down. But the trailer wastes no time. Just seconds later, Nathan steps into the frame, his face serious but not cold, as if he's been holding on to something he's afraid to reveal. There's no argument, no build-up, and no warning. He simply says, "Amy, I need to give you something." And that one line triggers the tension that holds the entire trailer together. The camera stays tight, capturing the smallest shifts in Nathan's eyes. His body language is stiff but determined. You can tell he is not doing this out of comfort. He is doing it because he feels he has to. And Amy, sensing that this isn't a casual conversation, slowly turns toward him. Her eyes narrow, not in anger, but in confusion, maybe even fear of what this moment might bring. Nathan isn't usually emotional, and he doesn't often break through that guarded shell he carries. But here, he is standing with something wrapped in his hands, something he seems almost scared to show her. This is not the Nathan fans are used to. This is a man wrestling with his own thoughts, choosing a moment that could open old wounds or start a new chapter entirely. The trailer doesn't reveal what's inside the wrapping just yet. Instead, it leans into silence, heavy, uncomfortable, revealing more than any words could. A close-up on Amy's face shows her breathing shift, just slightly, as if she already senses that whatever he is holding is not simple or harmless. And that's when the intensity truly begins. The screen cuts to a quick montage. Lou watching from a distance, a worried crease between her eyebrows. A shot of the barn doors creaking as the wind picks up. A brief flash of Tim glancing toward Amy with the kind of protective worry that only a father shows when he feels something is about to hurt his daughter. These background details are subtle, but they increase the stakes without spelling anything out. The whole ranch can feel that this moment matters. Then, the trailer fades back to Nathan and Amy. Nathan finally lifts the wrapped object, holding it out with both hands. He doesn't smile. He doesn't explain. He simply offers it, knowing it might change how Amy sees him. At this point, the mystery becomes the heartbeat of the entire episode. Why now? What pushed him to choose this moment? Is this gift connected to their complicated history? Or is it tied to something else, maybe a secret he's been carrying behind the scenes? The trailer wants us to ask these questions. It wants us to feel uncertain, curious, even unsettled. And it succeeds. As the music rises, Amy slowly reaches out, her hand shaking slightly. Her eyes look soft but confused, almost pleading for answers Nathan still hasn't given. The camera freezes on the moment her fingers brush the object. And right when viewers expect the trailer to reveal the gift, the screen cuts to black. A sharp heartbeat sound echoes, followed by the episode title card. It's a brutal cliffhanger, but it works beautifully. Without saying a single word, the trailer makes it clear. This gift is the emotional center of episode 9. It holds meaning, history, and possibly pain. It is the spark that will push the story forward, changing the direction of Heartland in ways fans are already debating. the trailer finally slows down enough to show the moment everyone keeps talking about, the mysterious gift Nathan brings to Amy. At first, it looks small, quiet, and harmless, but the way Nathan holds it tells a different story. His fingers wrap around it carefully, almost protectively, like he's carrying something fragile, not fragile in weight, but fragile in meaning. The camera angles shift to reveal just how tense this moment truly is. Amy watches him with guarded eyes, not because she expects anything bad, but because she knows that whenever Nathan shows up with something on his mind, it usually brings a storm of emotions along with it. The gift is wrapped in a plain cloth, nothing flashy or colorful, which makes it feel even more personal. This isn't a store-bought gesture. This is something chosen or kept for a long time. Nathan takes a breath, the kind of breath someone takes right before stepping into a painful memory, and he finally says, "I should have given you this sooner." Those words alone pull the air out of the scene. The trailer doesn't reveal what's inside, but the weight behind his voice says enough. This is not peace offering. This is not a random act of kindness. This is something with history. Something with a story. Something with a past that ties Amy and Nathan together in a way we haven't fully understood until now. The shot cuts to Amy's face, and her expression shifts almost instantly. Her eyes soften, then tighten, as if she is trying to prepare herself for whatever comes next. She isn't angry. She isn't upset. She's simply bracing herself, because she knows how deeply objects can hold memories, especially at Heartland, where everything seems tied to the past, to love, to pain, to healing. The background fades slightly, allowing the moment to stand on its own. Even the horses in the paddock seem still, as if the entire ranch is listening. Amy takes a step closer, her boots crunching softly against the ground, and Nathan lowers the wrapped gift into her hands. The way Amy holds it, gently but firmly, shows that she already senses its importance. The trailer then flashes a quick montage, an old saddle resting in the barn loft, a dusty photo frame lying on a table, a piece of rope tied neatly like a keepsake, images that don't explain anything directly, but hint toward the emotional depth behind Nathan's gesture. These are not random shots. They are clues. Clues pointing to something long buried. Something that might connect to Amy's past, to Ty's memory, or even to a moment shared between her and Nathan before everything became complicated. Nathan's voice fades in again, low and uneasy. "I didn't know if I had the right." That single line deepens the mystery. Not the right to give her a gift? Not the right to bring up whatever memory this object carries? Not the right to open old wounds that might still be healing? The trailer leaves it open, forcing fans to question every possibility. Amy looks down at the wrapped shape in her hands, her breathing slowing as if she's gathering courage. The cloth crinkles softly when she touches it, hinting at something solid beneath. Something with edges, maybe wood, maybe leather, something well-used, well-loved, or painfully remembered. The moment feels strangely sacred, as if Nathan is not just giving her an object, but returning a piece of her past, something she didn't expect to see again. The camera rises slightly, capturing the quiet tension between them. No music plays. No dialogue follows. Just silence, heavy and meaningful, filling the space between two people with unfinished emotions and unspoken questions before Amy can unwrap it. The trailer cuts to another fast sequence, her riding Spartan at full speed across the fields, her hair whipping in the wind. Tim gripping a fence, watching with worry. Lou whispering urgently to someone off-screen. And a lingering shot of Nathan staring at the ground, regret written all over his face. These images don't explain the gift, but they amplify its importance. Whatever Nathan brought her is tied to something emotional, something transformative. It might be a symbol of closure. It might be a reminder of someone she loved. It might be something that pushes her to make a decision she has been avoiding. And the best part? The trailer refuses to show any clear answers. It keeps the mystery alive, holding back the reveal so that fans are left analyzing every frame. By the end of this section of the trailer, one thing becomes painfully clear. This gift is not a simple object. It is a turning point, a spark, a shift in the story that will carry Amy, Nathan, and the entire Heartland family into deeper emotional territory as season 19 reaches its most intense chapters, the moment Amy finally begins to unwrap Nathan's gift. The entire energy of the trailer changes. It's as if the world around her slows down, the wind quiets, and even the horses stop moving. The camera stays close on her hands, which shake just slightly, not out of fear, but out of the emotional weight settling over her. As she lifts a corner of the cloth, we see a flash of something dark, something old, something that looks like it has been carried through years of memories. But before the reveal can happen, the trailer cuts away, switching to Amy's face in a close-up shot that captures every tiny detail. The way her lips part with surprise, the way her eyebrows lift in confusion, and the way her eyes fill with something deeper than shock, something closer to pain mixed with recognition. Whatever she is seeing isn't just unexpected. It touches the heart of something she has kept buried. And that's when the tension begins to rise. The trailer knows exactly how to pull viewers in by showing reactions rather than answers, and Amy's reaction is powerful enough to speak louder than any dialogue. She doesn't move. She doesn't speak. She just stares, overwhelmed, trying to understand why. Nathan would bring something like this back into her life now. Then the screen shifts to a quick shot of Lou, who seems to be watching from inside the house through the window. Her face is tense, her arms crossed as if she already knows this moment will open up complications none of them are prepared for. Lou has always been protective of Amy, especially when it comes to emotional wounds that take time to heal. The editors of the trailer make sure Lou's reaction adds another layer to the growing conflict. If she's uneasy, viewers know something serious is at stake. After Lou, the trailer jumps to Tim, who appears outside the barn, leaning against a post with his jaw clenched. He doesn't step in, but his eyes follow Amy closely. Tim's protective instincts have always been strong, and the look on his face says he feels something is off, something bigger than a simple gift. His silence in the trailer speaks volumes, suggesting that this moment could spark disagreements, decisions, or even old resentments that have been simmering under the surface. Back with Amy and Nathan, the atmosphere grows heavier. The camera shifts to Nathan, whose expression is filled with a mix of regret and hope, two emotions rarely seen together. He watches Amy carefully, as if afraid of how she will react once she fully understands the meaning behind what he has given her. The tension between them is thick, not hostile, but deeply emotional. You can almost feel the history they share, the misunderstandings, the unresolved moments, and the unspoken truths pressing against both of them. The trailer doesn't show Nathan speaking, but the look in his eyes tells its own story. It's the look of someone who has waited too long to do something. Someone who knows that timing is everything and who fears he may have chosen the wrong moment but still hopes he hasn't. This emotional struggle adds fuel to the conflict rising between them. It is no longer just about the gift. It's about trust, vulnerability, and the pieces of the past that refuse to disappear. The rising conflict becomes more intense as the trailer cuts to a set of fast, dramatic scenes. Amy riding hard across an open field, her expression tight and focused, as if she is trying to outrun the emotions stirred by Nathan's gesture. Nathan standing alone near the paddock, staring at the ground with frustration and guilt weighing on his shoulders. Lou and Tim speaking in hushed voices, their expressions worried, maybe even stressed about how this situation might affect the family. And a final shot of Amy leaning against Spartan, her hand resting on his neck, her eyes closed as she tries to calm the storm inside her. These scenes don't give answers, but they paint a clear picture. The gift has stirred emotions in Amy that she wasn't ready to face, and the ripple effect is spreading across everyone around her. The conflict isn't loud or explosive yet, but it is simmering quietly beneath the surface, pulling everyone into its gravity. And the trailer uses that tension masterfully, reminding viewers that Heartland has always been about healing, but healing isn't gentle. It's messy. It's emotional. And sometimes it begins with the arrival of something you never expected to see again. As the trailer reaches its final moments, the tone shifts again, preparing viewers for the emotional waves that episode 9 is clearly building toward. The unanswered questions left hanging in the air form the heart of the tension, that will push the story into its next chapter. And the biggest question of all is simple yet powerful. What will Amy do now? The gift Nathan handed her is more than an object. It is a doorway into something she thought she had either accepted or buried. Episode 9 seems ready to peel back those layers, slowly but surely. And the trailer hints that Amy will be forced to face feelings she has avoided for far too long. The scenes of her riding Spartan with a determined expression suggest she will need space to think, to breathe, to understand why this gift affects her so deeply. But it also suggests she won't be able to ignore it. Something about the way she holds the gift careful, emotional, almost protective tells viewers that the meaning behind it might change her direction for the rest of the season. The tension will not stay between only Amy and Nathan. The trailer makes it clear that this development will ripple through the entire household. Lou's worried expression hints that she might step in, perhaps trying to protect Amy from the emotional weight that comes with the past. Lou has always tried to keep the family steady, but this time, she may find herself in the middle of a situation she doesn't fully understand. Tim's reaction, strong and silent, suggests he will not stay on the sidelines either. Tim has a way of reacting fast when Amy is hurt or confused, and Episode 9 might pull him into a disagreement with Nathan, especially if he thinks the gift stirs up wounds that Amy isn't ready to reopen. The trailer's quick flashes of tense conversations and uncertain glances point toward a conflict brewing just beneath the surface, one that could reach a breaking point before the episode is over. Another prediction rising from the trailer is the possibility of hidden truths coming forward. Nathan's lines, especially when he says he didn't know if he had the right, hint that the gift might be connected to something he has kept secret for a long time. Episode 9 may reveal a piece of Nathan's backstory, something viewers have not seen yet, something that ties him to Amy in a way the audience never expected. The emotional weight in his voice and the regret in his eyes suggest he has been holding on to this object, whatever it is, not because he wanted to, but because he thought he had no choice. Now, finally handing it over might be his way of seeking forgiveness, closure, or even a chance to start over. And this moment could reshape not only his relationship with Amy, but his place at Heartland entirely. The final shots of the trailer hint at a turning point, one of those moments Heartland does so well, where the characters must either step into growth or fall backward into old patterns. Amy leaning against Spartan with her eyes closed suggests she will be forced to confront new emotions, or perhaps old ones she never fully processed. Spartan has always been her anchor, the one place she feels safe enough to face the truth, and the trailer shows her turning to him once again for clarity. The way the music rises at this point tells viewers that Episode 9 is not just about the gift. It's about change. It's about healing. It's about facing the past so you can move forward. And for Amy, this might be one of the hardest decisions she makes this season. By the time the screen fades to black. One thing is certain, whatever the gift is, whatever story it carries and whatever history it unlocks, it will push the story of Heartland into a deeper, more emotional territory. Episode 9 is shaping up to be a turning point, a chapter filled with raw emotion, tough conversations, and choices that could change relationships in ways fans are not ready for. The mystery around the gift is not just a plot device, it's a symbol of what the season has been building toward. Growth, truth, and the courage to face what hurts before you can move beyond it. Fans can expect an episode filled with intensity, heart, and a moment that will be talked about long after the credits roll.